Good evening and welcome back to the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 1019 and we are here live in Southwest Florida at the beach for sunset. If you are joining me live, please say hello. Let me know if you're crafting. Let me know if you are have any questions for me. Hi Christine and Joe, Dawn, Lisa. Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you had a nice weekend. Yes, it's a beautiful sunset. It's going to be gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I can't wait. Hopefully you're excited too. Yes, Wendy. Yes, we will definitely be talking about the RV. Maybe not so much tonight, but I was thinking if I can figure out a lot. But anyway, thought maybe tomorrow we could do the show from inside the RV so I can take you on a tour of it. I don't have it decorated yet. I don't have anything done, barely have anything on there. But I could take you on a tour of it tomorrow morning. I just didn't want to skip a sunset video. It has been warmer here, Joe. Yes, it has. Although I really wish I would have brought my jacket. It's a little chilly for short sleeves for me, but that's because I run a little chilly normally. Hi Judy, hi RC Surgeon, hi Angela. Good evening everybody, happy Monday and welcome back to the Kristin Omdahl Show. This is episode 1019 and we are live in Southwest Florida at the beach. This is the beautiful Gulf of Mexico behind me and we are here for sunset. Let me know if you've been crafting, let me know if you have any questions for me. I am starting an Afghan with Be So Baby yarn tonight and I'm going to triple. I'm going to hold 3 strands together so that I can use a 9mm crochet hook. So I get my balls situated here. I could do chain plying if I wanted to, but since I have plenty of balls, I feel like it'll go quicker for me if I don't have to constantly make it. Thanks, Christine. Yeah, I usually try not to talk too much on the sunset shows just because I know everybody wants to hear the beach. But yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions about anything. So I did get an RV. I got an RV. Let's see, I picked it up Saturday. And I have it in my driveway right now, and I am trying to get Bjorn used to it. So I bought Bjorn a harness and a leash, and I'm trying to train him to go outside. He loves the leash so far. He does not love the RV yet, unfortunately, but I have a lot of patience. That's a great question. I do not have a name. I really wanted to name my RV Dolly, but I'm not sure if I can still call my wagon Dolly if I call the RV Dolly. But I'd like to call the RV Dolly, so I don't know. I got to think about that a little more. But Dolly would be nice. So for those of you asking what I got a Winnebago Outlook 27D, which is a 27-foot Class C Winnebago RV. And I'll show you all about it tomorrow. We'll do the show live from the driveway. Dolly's what I would like to name her. Yes, Dolly. When I was a little girl, my grandma used to call Trina, my sister, and me. Did I get a good deal on the RV? Well, I'm financing it. I couldn't actually afford to buy it cash. So yes, I did get. I think I got a deal. I got a payment that I can budget for. And there's so many other costs involved, believe it or not, like having to figure out where you're going to park it. And where you park it ends up being like rent. And then obviously and other costs too. And we can talk about that in time because I'm so excited about the whole process that what I'd like to do is share it with anybody that's interested so that I can help other people that may have this dream acquire that dream through some of my knowledge and experience. So I'm more than happy to share all of it with you, starting with it was too expensive for me to be able to afford without financing, so I was able to finance it. And it is used. Yeah, I haven't decided. I would really like to name her Dolly, but then I don't know if I have to rename the wagon or just call the wagon Dolly, or maybe I can call them both Dolly. I don't know. Uh, but I'm very, very excited. Bjorn, I think, is going to get used to it eventually. I'm really proud of him that he's allowing me to put the harness and leash on him and take him outside. So I think if he can do that, then if I have enough patience, then we'll get him on the RV and Happy on there eventually. I'll show you all the spots tomorrow that I want him, that I think he's going to love. Did the truck come with? It is a motorhome, Donna. So great question. There are different types of campers and RVs and things like that, I guess. But I got what's called a Class C coach motorhome, I guess. And that means it is the truck and it's the house. Business in the front, party in the back. Is that what it is? I don't know. Anyway, so I figured out where I'm going to keep Bjorn's litter box and where I'm going to keep his food and water. I figured out how I'm going to do videos. I had internet installed on the roof already, so I will have my own internet supply there, and it will also be a booster for my cell hotspot. So combined, I think I'm going to have great coverage, hopefully. I don't have that set up yet. I am going to keep my car. I could have the ability to tow it if I chose to buy a tow kit. At the moment, I'm not looking to do that. I'm doing everything in baby steps because it's all super overwhelming and super brand new to me. So I'm just taking things day by day, step by step. I still have to finish selling off all my products. I still have to finish liquidating my home, selling or donating as much as possible, and then figuring out a storage unit and getting everything else into the storage unit. So it's still a process. It's still going to be some time, and I do not know how long all that's going to take. Oh, my thoughts for Bjorn though. I think that it's a different size bed than I have at home. So I bought bedding online the other day, and it arrives today, and I'm going to wash it with my regular soap and laundry detergent and dryer sheets and get it on the RV and put some other things on there that are familiar scents to Bjorn. And I think that might help him to feel more comfortable in there as well. Oh, I was going to clean the whole thing on the inside with my regular at-home cleaners because it smells like a car. It smells like a car, and maybe that's what's scaring him. So I've got all sorts of ideas to make it better for Bjorn because that's what we do as pet mamas, right? We're always thinking about our pets first. And what else? So many questions, great questions, everybody. I saw a question about my car. I don't remember. I saw a question about my address. So my mom lives locally. I am going to use her address for some things, and I'm going to use, and I have a regular business address already that I've kept for years, so I'm going to keep that. And I'm still going to be working, so I have workspace set up in there, and then I'll have living space, and for a lot of times I'm going to be outside. So yeah, I just continue to do my patterns and write my books and do my videos. I do all of that everywhere now, so I can continue to do all of that anywhere as we go. Great questions, everybody, though. Keep asking them. Whatever you want to know, let me know. I have set up a folder on my Amazon shop sharing what I'm buying for the RV and what I have for camera equipment. So I'm updating my Amazon page right now. Not that I'm going to get rid of, and I'm still doing beauty and fashion and crafts and all that good stuff, but I've added a few extra categories on there so that anybody that's interested in the products that I'm buying and going to use on there, I figure I can share that with people as well. Anybody that's interested. And I found some really cool stuff that I can't wait to share with you. I'll show some of it tomorrow. Thanks, Tammy. Yeah, I found some amazing products so far, and I've been doing research for so many years that I've been researching what other people do. As soon as I can get everything liquidated, I will be hitting the road. Yes, that is correct. Yes. So the sooner I can get rid of everything, the sooner I can go. But it's a lot of work. And I still work full time. So I'm just doing the best I can, what I've been saying for the last 6 weeks, and I'm going to keep saying it for probably another couple months too, but I'm just, doing the best I can, putting an enormous amount of pressure on myself, but nothing new with that. Yes, Bjorn is by himself now. Becker passed away last month, so it's just it makes me feel guilty to be happy because Becker's not here, but I know he wants me to be happy. I know he wants Bjorn to be happy. And Bjorn's doing great. Bjorn is really adjusting. His personality is actually flourishing. I feel like I do not plan on traveling from state to state at this time, Lisa. My first goal is just to explore Florida. I have, there's so many places to see here. Marla, if you do a yarn with a heavier weight yarn than is recommended in the pattern, do you follow the pattern size? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends on your gauge. You know what, Wendy? I did think about that, but I thought it would be too sad to name the RV Becker. I have thought about it though. Yeah, Florida's a big place, so I'm going to start local and just grow my radius as I go. I feel like that makes the most sense because, yes, I can drive it, but it is stressful to drive it, and my goal is not to just drive all the time. My goal is to drive places and stay there and explore them and share it with all of you. And we're going to do all this together. Like, I hope that's exciting to you too. It's not going to take away from knitting and crochet and crafting and being nature lovers like we all are. It's only going to add to it and just be more to talk about and more to share. So I hope you'll stay with me. I hope you'll be excited, and maybe it's something that interests you that you'd like to do. Maybe it's something that seems outrageous and crazy to you and you just be interested in that as well. So I really hope that you'll choose to stay with me and maybe even share my channel with people that you think might be interested as well. Do you have to have a special driver's license? Great question, Wendy. For a 27-foot RV, you do not need a special driver's license. Yes. When I bought it, the dealership that I bought the RV from gave me a gift, a bonus, whatever. They gave me a 1-year membership to a place called 1000 Trails. It's a camping club. And so with this club membership, I had to pick one region of the country. So I picked Southeast. And I get to go to any of their RV parks, any of their campgrounds for free for up to 30 days at a time. Isn't that amazing? So even though I have to pay for my regular parking space locally for a home base, at least with this membership, I won't have to pay for any more overnights anywhere else. I can do all of that for free. So we can go to all of those parks. Then I also want to go to all of the Florida state parks. What do I still need to sell? I could give you a better idea of that tomorrow. I really wasn't focused on that this afternoon when I left. I was focused on working on book. No, I'm saying that I'm working on book 21, aren't I? It's not book 20, it's book 21. I wrote a social media post earlier today for Instagram and Facebook, and I wrote, there were almost 20. There's almost 21. Thanks, Judy. Yes, there are a few samples up. I'm probably going to sell a few more samples still. The amount of samples that I have is ridiculously enormous. The mesh bags are still available. These drawstring bags are still available. Lots of stitch marker kits, things. They're such a great price. They're cheaper than Amazon and Michael's, I think. So if you want to stock up on stuff like that, I have a ton of that stuff left. What else do I have? I have beads left. I have all sorts of accessories like that. And I have Scrubby. I have a whole bunch of Scrubby left, and Scrubby's only 99 cents a ball. Yeah, lots of Scrubby yarn left. I can't think of anything else right now, but I can do a quick sweep through the room before the show tomorrow. I should take you on a tour of that room one day this week too, although it's kind of sad. It's kind of empty now. There might be a little more Lux left. Maybe not. I think it might just be Scrubby for yarn. And books are back in stock. Remember how last week my books were sold out? Books are back in stock, so if there's any books that you're looking for, they're all back in stock. Although the Create, Share, Inspire notebooks, they're out of stock again, but I have them coming. They're on the way right now too. So books have been flying out the door lately, and so if you are looking for any of my books, they're back in stock on my website. What else? I don't know. Yeah, I think Treasure Island is the last color in Lux. Yes, definitely, Donna. Definitely. Selling on the yarn helped me with the down payment. Absolutely, I would have never been able to do the down payment on the RV without selling off all the yarn. Absolutely. But wasn't enough to buy it. It was just enough to do the down payment and get me started. But still, just, yes, absolutely. Thank you to all of you for helping with that. Look at this sunset. Can you believe that massive glow we have? That massive golden glow. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but there are hazy clouds around the sun. Not like thick clouds, but just hazy ones. So it might light up over there, and you know where it's going to light up like crazy tonight are these clouds on the opposite side. Those clouds are going to light up like crazy when the sun goes down. And since I'm here and I'm parked, I don't have to feel scared riding my bike home or whatever. So I am going to stay as long as we need to see all of these colors. I am looking to start up Patreon. Great question, Joan. And I have a question for all of you guys too if you want to help. So Patreon works where you set up different tiers, and I have so many exciting ideas of things that I can give everybody on the different tiers, but I'm having a really hard time naming the tiers. And isn't that funny? Because I love naming yarn and naming patterns, but I'm having a heck of a time naming the tiers. So if you guys would like to put your thinking caps on too and come up with a theme of the names, I'd love to hear it. I've had suggestions of doing angels, like from Charlie's Angels, but then naming them different angels like Pixie, Sprite, Fairy, and Guardian. I've had suggestions to do things like seashell names or flower names or nature things in Florida, or we could do the traditional silver, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum levels. I'm going to do 4 levels, and I can't wait to tell you guys what I'm going to be giving at those different levels. It's going to be so fun, so awesome, and there's going to be so many different names of the beaches would work too. We'll get into what Patreon is in time too, definitely. It's a place where let's see, you pick your membership level and then you get different things from me. It could involve patterns, it could involve books, it'll involve, and I don't want to give away everything it's going to involve because I'm going to be giving some really amazing things, but there'll be exclusive things that you'll get only there, like maybe exclusive parties and different things. Yeah, maybe like flip-flop, umbrella, a beach, I don't know. Yes, and it would be really great if the names would denote levels. So a small, a medium, a large, and an extra large. So if something went from small to large, I think that would be interesting, or low to high, something like that. So if anybody wants to think about names in that range and come up with 4 names that work in a theme, then leave a comment here or email me or Judy after the show if you want. But when this is no longer live and it's recorded, if you'd like to give your suggestion of 4 thematic names for that, that would be awesome. Because I guess my brain's a little fried. I've had so much to think about and so much going on. But you know, every once in a while I overthink the crap out of something, and this one is one of those instances. Stitches might work, but because I do knitting and crochet, it could be alienating to a knitter or a crocheter if I did that. But yeah, if anybody wants to share their ideas for that, let me know. Okay, Nora Sue fell away. I need to look that up. I hope I remember. I'm setting up a Patreon. I'm setting up my page with Patreon right now. Yeah, I don't have it all set up yet, but I will be making the announcement as soon as I feel confident with the names, the names of the levels. As soon as I get that down, I will be making the official announcement, so you're hearing about it here first. Hi, Smokey. Yeah, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think you're going to like the benefits that I'm going to be offering at the different levels. It's going to be amazing. And if you want to join me tomorrow morning, I am going to go live in the RV. Like I said, it's not decorated yet. It's just here. So I still have a lot to do. But if you want to see it just plain and the way it came, I can show it to you tomorrow, and then we can use that as the before. And as I organize and decorate and do all that fun stuff, I want to get really mathematically technical about the spaces and get the right organizer things for each cabinet so that I can get all my stuff in there. I want to make sure I use the space efficiently, since I have Bjorn and me and my business. So that's going to be important. Oh, that's a great idea, G. Sunrise, sunset, moonrise, and moonset. I like that. That's nice. It doesn't go from low to high, but I do like the sound of it nonetheless. We'll get there. We're going to get there. Yeah, and yes, exactly, Judy. I said that earlier, but yes, definitely a great idea. If you could leave your ideas in the fixed comments when we're no longer live, that'll be a great way for me to have access to it after the show. I very rarely remember what I hear. In fact, Nora Sue, could you write down that pheromone scent thing? Could you write it in a fixed comment as well? Because I'm going to need it. I probably won't remember. I already forget the name. I'm going to turn the camera around so we can just look at this majestic view. Lois, that is a great question. I don't plan on driving it all the time. I plan on driving it to stay in different places. Yes, that is true, Wendy. Yes. Yeah, weights of yarn would work, definitely. For the question about gas, that's the other reason why I'm keeping my car. No reason to drive. I have no intention of driving an RV all over town for errands and things like that, only to get to different places and then to stay there for a while so that it makes it way more efficient. But great questions. Oh, can you see can you see the clouds starting now? There are a few clouds, which will work really well for giving us different colors when the sun goes down. All right, so sunset, I believe, is at 6:30 tonight. Does anybody know how close we are to that? We've got to be getting pretty close. Can you see this? There's a sunset there's a sailboat just to the right of the sunset. Can you see it? And those machinery boats are still out there too. There's some other motor boats too, but I'm such a sucker for a sailboat. When I was a little girl with my dad. Oh, we got 5 minutes to go. Yeah, that looks about right. I have such fond memories of sailing with my dad when I was a little girl. And I do plan on taking some sailing lessons again one day and going on sailboats again. I love sailing. Way more than motorboats because I like it so quiet and peaceful out there. And I like having to harness the wind. I think it feels very ancient and amazing to me. You know how I like ancient things? But always feel welcome to ask me your questions. You know, I'm happy to share anything with you. Did I grow up in Florida? No, I did not. I was born in Montreal, Quebec, and I moved to Michigan when I was 5 years old and became a U.S. citizen. And I grew up in Michigan, and I'm still a U.S. citizen. I have thought about living on a houseboat my whole life, Wendy. Dennis would like to know. Yes, I was raised Christian. I was raised Lutheran, actually. We went to Lutheran church when I was a kid. Yes, the colors are just magical tonight, Barbara. I agree. I love the story that comes with vintage Marcia, and sometimes the craftsmanship too. Yes, I do. I am the second generation from Norway and Denmark in my family. What does Marlon think of the new RV? That's a great question. So he thought that I was absolutely crazy for doing this at first until he saw it. And once he saw it, he's like, I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see me laughing. So, oh no, I don't need to. Let's stay on, silly, let's stay on the, Dawn, that's a great idea. And we could go from north to south. I like that. That is a good idea. But please leave your comments about the themes and the levels in the fixed comments so that I can see it later, because I won't remember. What was I going to say? Oh, so Marlon, when Marlon came on the episode, on the RV, he looked around and he said, wow, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. He goes, I thought you were getting a piece of crap. I was like, whoa. I said, oh yeah? Then I said, watch this. And I have 2 slides on it. So I told him to sit down and I pulled the slides out on the RV, and his mouth dropped. He was blown away by how awesome it is. And Marlon and Jess, they're both super excited, and they can't wait to spend the night in it, even in the driveway. And they both are excited to go on a road trip with Bjorn and me. I bought used, Karen. I bought used and I financed it. It was how I could handle it with my budget. Will you be doing Patreon only? What do you mean only? I'm not sure what you mean, Anna. I have my website, I have my YouTube channel. The RV is used and it is a Class C, yes. It's a Winnebago Outlook 27D. It is used. It's a Class C, and tomorrow morning I will be going live for the next episode of my show in the RV so I can show you around. It's empty still. I have not done much with it yet. I'm still doing so many other things to get ready. Is it enough space? I think it's about 200 square feet. So it's pretty tiny. Yes, Nora, that's my goal, and I'm really excited to share it with all of you too. It's a 2018, 2019, something like that. It's a few years old. Lisa, you gotta be careful. I got in trouble for using that word before. That word can offend some people. You may not know that, so I just wanted to point it out, but I have gotten in trouble for using that before. It does have a bedroom. It has a queen-size bed in the bedroom, and I'll be showing it live tomorrow. Oh yeah, I love that song, On the Road Again. Definitely. I've been singing that for years in all my travels and all the different shows that I've been to. Um, no, Stacy, I am not going to do that. I am I'm so glad that you mention that. I am not stopping my YouTube channel. I'm not stopping my free content on YouTube. I'm not stopping my website. I'm doing everything I'm doing now and adding Patreon, and you'll see that it is just going to be added. It's going to be some really wonderful additions to what I offer now, but it will not take away from everything that I'm currently doing. I know, Lisa, I wasn't either, so I just wanted to share that with you. Hope I didn't offend you. I probably shouldn't have said it publicly. I'm sorry. I meant well. Look at the sky lighting up, you guys. Those clouds are going to light up. Okay, can you see at the bottom of those clouds? They're starting to turn pink. Holy smoke, look at how pink these clouds are now, too. This is so exciting. Thank you, Lisa. Wow. I'm gonna keep monitoring all the other clouds and turn the camera for you every time I see some changes, but we'll keep it here mostly. It's really getting brighter up there too. You can see more of the little clouds that I mentioned earlier. We're gonna get to see more of them now as they light up in all these different colors. For some reason, I always get really excited about this. The clouds in the back, I always get a kick out of that at twilight. Yeah, so it's past sunset now, so now we call it twilight. Or not we, anybody can call it twilight, not just us, right? Ooh, that sounds wonderful, Kimberly. I hope you're enjoying it. I think that is such a fun project to make. Can you hear the music on that boat? That must be blaring in their ears. Well, it's probably all the engine's loud too, but wow, what a beautiful sunset. Wow, thank you all so much for taking time out of your beautiful day to spend a few minutes with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunset. Oh, look at those clouds behind me. See those? We didn't even look at those yet. I'll get to see those on my drive home now. That's awesome. Oh, I'm so glad you could spend some time with me. Thank you so much for all of your questions. I hope you enjoy. I appreciate the questions so much because I don't like sharing things that you're not interested in hearing about. So anytime you ask questions, not only does it help me know what to share with you, but it helps to expand on everything that I'm already talking about and helps me to remember maybe different parts that I thought were implied or I forgot to share. So always feel welcome to ask your questions. I love it. We're such a wonderful community here and we work so well together. It's such a great relationship to have that balance. So thanks again. I appreciate it so much. Have a wonderful evening and let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I will see you tomorrow morning for the next episode of the Kristin Omdahl Show, and we're gonna go on an inside tour of my RV. Okay, bye everybody. Good night.